Right, welcome to our episode of Warhammer Worlds. It's a tutorial here just to guide you through the setup for this terrain board. It's like an Imperial Industrial Refinery going on here with this table. I'll guide you through the process, so we'll go from start to finish, we'll lay the foundation, then work our way through all of the different stages to build up this terrain. There's no reason why you can't achieve the same results for your own games of Warhammer 40,000. So first up is the foundation. A big fan of these battle mats here. This one's from GameMat.eu. It's one of their newer mats. It's called Imperial Refinery. It's perfect for industrial style games. This one comes in a variety of sizes. We've gone for 60 by 44 inches for this mat, so it's the perfect size for regular games of 10th edition 40k. It's broken up into all these areas of like pavement, grids. You've got craters, broken up areas as well, but it's this heavily industrialized theme running here throughout the mat. When you see the map plain, it's all quite blocky, but once you start putting terrain pieces on, it just gives you these brilliant avenues and corridors running through the terrain. So it works really well. It's got these nice grey tones, rusty tones running throughout the design as well. So great for like rusty type terrain pieces. So it gives us a real good foundation, nice colour palette to work with as we build up the rest of the terrain. It's made from the mouse mat material. So this material here rolls out nice and flat, comes with a carry case, so easily stored and transported around. It rolls out dead flat every time. We're actually using upside down mats here for this battlefield edge as well, just to give us a nice clean surface at the edge of the battlefield. And then nice and quiet for dice rolling. That sort of softer filter. It's firm enough, but there's just a little bit of a softness with it. Figure friendly also, if you're dropping models on the board, it's not as hard and abrasive as other surfaces. So the battle mat just does half the setup for you, half the job. It gives you a playable surface with all the design work done for you, all of the colour scheme done. You just easily roll it out. So that's half the board done pretty much once you got your gaming surface sorted out, and then it's a case of putting your terrain and finishing touches on top. So terrain wise, one pre-painted terrain set from GameMat.eu, and I've mixed it up with some Games Workshop Adeptus Mechanicus terrain, which is perfect for the Imperial Refinery sort of style going on. So the industrial terrain set from GameMat.eu, it's this larger piece here in the middle. Then you get 4 of these. I've painted 2 of corn red, and there's 2 others across here, 1 and 2. You also get some large containers. I've used 2 here, and there's 2 across the other side as well in that set. You also get these pipes, which are great, and there's boxes as well. You get like a dozen it's crates of boxes, not on this board here, but they're part of that set as well. It's a big set. It'll fill out half the board for you quite easily, and then I'll just use Games Workshop terrain just to fill out the rest of the board. So these pieces here, those pieces across the other side, all AdMech terrain from Games Workshop. And I should be able to link for you below for the battle mat, the industrial terrain set as well. Check out GameMat.eu, links below. There's also a discount code for 11% off across the store, so that'll be the mats and the terrain included, and they're also shipping worldwide as well, so links below for them. Then I have some tutorials how to, because this terrain's been adjusted for colour. I've added in some colours, a bit of chipping effects and so on. There's some extras just to build up the colour scheme, so there's a tutorial for that on the channel, and also how to paint Munitorum containers. I've done a tutorial for that on the channel as well. These are Games Workshop ones, and those are the ones from GameMat.eu, and just combine them together. So that fills out the table quite nicely. You've got nice avenues to fight through and vehicles to drive around and so on. Then really it's finishing touches. So things like this, tank traps and barricades there from Games Workshop. So I scattered some of those around the board. That's from Games Workshop as well. Things like this, that's from the AdMech terrain also. And then final finishing touches, stones and scatter. So these stones, the natural stones I've got from the beach, but I've put them into a tray and sprayed them up with a medium brown spray, actually bringing red into it as well, just to bring in some of the colours that you can see in the mat. Black as well, just glints of spray. Shake the tray up when it dries, some sprays again, and just keep going until you change the colour scheme around. I've got these nice rusty red stones now that I can scatter around the board. Perfect match here for this table. I'm not putting stones around all the edges, just little clusters here and there. You can see it around here, just to blend the terrain into the board. There's other little accessories and things I've picked up things like this, just little finishing touches. This slain Terminator. That is actually from the base of the Toxicrane model. He's standing on top of that with the kit, but I took the Terminator away and then put a rock under his foot instead, and then just used the model as a bit of scatter on the board. So little finishing touches like that really just give you that 40k flavour. Spare weapons as well, las guns here. There's a few Tau pulse rifles dotted around the table, just giving you that 40k flavour on the board. And then the final finishing touch, or sort of structural part of the board, is these walkways. These ones here. So these are handcrafted. I finally have put a tutorial together of how to construct those. You can source the materials like the mesh that you can see, brilliant stuff. You can get that off eBay. It's a car body repair kit, and you just cut it with scissors to shape. And then all of the beams that you can see, the different types, I-beams, H-beams and so on, that's all material called Plastruct. And you can, using super glue, build up these walkways. Tutorial for that below. They're tricky enough, but you could make a batch of them. Once you have them, spray them up silver and rust them up a little bit. You can use them on any terrain board. They're great for connecting terrain pieces together, so you can span across gaps. Models can walk all the way around here, across to the other side and over onto here. I actually built these walkways onto the GameMat.eu terrain just to give us a nice flat area on top. It's great to have 2 levels in the game. Big fan of doing that, just add such dynamic to your table. So the walkways can help span those gaps. You can see another one across the other side. Expand the gap across here, so you can put like a whole unit along the top, so just a few models on each of those terrain pieces. Using the same process, you can make propaganda posters. Again, just really giving you that 40k vibe on the board. And you can also use the same process to make the perimeter fences, these barbed wire topped fences across here. Same materials, same process. So check out that tutorial as it will guide you through and encourage you to make a good batch, like a dozen of these, and you can use them on your board. There's even a square one across the other side, which is great for just giving you a nice area on the table. So I've left as many links as I can below and guiding you through the process here for this board. Just follow along step by step and you can achieve the same results. So that's the video. Keep a lookout for more Warhammer Worlds tutorials on the channel. Real good industrial thing. You can imagine AdMech fighting across here. Would fit in very nicely, but also dazzling armies such as the Eldar and Harlequins and so on. I think would look good fighting across this board as well. Keep a lookout for more videos on the channel. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.